is your Roosterweight World Champion.
Lucas Pinheiro gets his first black belt world title in the Roosterweight division.
He has worked for this for so long. And a great display of sportsmanship out of your champion.
Lucas Pinheiro of Atos Jiu-Jitsu, 2023 Roosterweight World Champion.
Okay, let's get started. First one is, how did it feel become the IBJJF World Champion this year? Finally.
Yeah, finally,
Yeah.
After 8 years, the first time that I competed Worlds was a brown belt, 2015.
Yeah.
And I ended up losing the final. And right after, like 2 days after, I got my black belt. In my mind, I was like, oh, now it's crazy, it's tough because,
Yeah.
it's black belt,
Yeah.
I'm new, I'm still young, I was 20, 21 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I will do well.
Yeah.
And, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out something and learn how to be a good competitor at the black belt division.
Yeah.
Then I did compete the first time as a black belt in 2016. And I went to the Pan Am's final for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I ended up lost as well. But at the same time, I was happy with my performance because for my first year as a black belt,
sure.
and I already went to the final.
Yeah.
Means
That's amazing.
I'm doing something good. And 2017, I went again to the final at the Pants against Bruno Malfacini.
Yeah.
But I was so happy that I was able to win to the final against him because when I was white belt, he was a very world champion, 5 times world champion, the black belt division. It's like, it doesn't matter if I win or lose, I want to just go there and do my best.
Yeah.
But 2017, I went to compete Worlds 2017, and then I got 3rd place. I lost in the semifinals. I did a fight against Caio Terra, and I feel like I did a loss from him. At the same time, I was like, okay, I need to get more experience at the black belt division, because some guys, they want Worlds for the first year, but after the first year, they ended up losing, and I feel like I need more experience.
Yeah,
and I started working hard, and at the end, I was like, the end of the competition, I figured out like, I needed to find a way to train with the best guys.
Yeah,
You know? Like
yeah.
I need to find an academy where it has a world champion that
Yeah.
can help me to become a world champion.
Sure, yeah.
Because that's how the way I was feeling. I have to find someone to help me.
Uh-huh.
And then I decided to be part of Atos. I did spoke to Professor Andre,
Sure.
and I told him one day, I was like, Professor, what I can do to be a world champion?
Yeah.
He's like, you just need to train. And I told him, but I train every day. He's like, yeah, but you have to figure out how you're gonna train. It's
Yeah.
not about training, but you
Yeah.
have to study your body, you study your opponent, you study everything.
Yeah.
And I started doing that, when I lost in the 2018, 2019 I lost again. And 2020, I moved to California because I was live in Texas.
Ah,
And I used
okay.
to do cross training. I used to travel to California.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, 2, 3,
You were living in Texas?
I was living
didn't
in
know that.
Dallas. Yeah, I was living in Dallas. I was training by myself.
Yeah, wow.
Then I started doing things that he used to do. He
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Super early, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Read books, walk and do things different. And I started following the way he was doing things.
Yeah.
And I started asking him a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I was trusting him a lot.
Yeah.
In 2022, I competed as a light feather.
Yeah.
And I lost. And he came to talk to me. He's like, you gotta go to rooster. You gotta
Yeah.
drop it down to rooster again.
Yeah.
Because I believe if you compare as a rooster,
Yeah.
it's gonna be different. Rooster is gonna be your division.
Yeah.
Usually I lost 10 kilos to compare as a rooster.
Yeah.
And I started doing a lot, and I was for this camp, for Worlds camp, I was training 4 times a day, every single day.
times a day.
Yes.
So crazy.
I did it 6 months camp.
Mm-hmm.
I did not skip one training section. I was training Monday to Sunday, every single day.
Wow.
Every single day. And one thing that I did emphasize for myself, I was enjoy more the training. Before I used to train a lot, and I was put a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah.
I have to do this, I have to do that, and I did it. I did it. Spoke to myself because it's important for you to know yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Ask your question for yourself and see it's good or not.
Yeah.
The way you're doing things.
Yeah.
And I figured out that I was not doing things well for myself.
Yeah.
Because your sponsor, my sponsor, my family, my friends, my professor,
Yeah.
everyone you love me. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, they're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
on my
sure.
side.
Yeah.
And I figured out that I did it.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that once you spoke to yourself. But I started doing a lot of things. I have a sports psychologist.
Yeah.
I have a sports
really?
psychologist. Yes. I have a conditioning training coach.
Yeah.
I have a nutritionist.
Yeah.
I started doing things like a professional.
Yeah.
Training is hard,
Yeah.
but also doing things as a professional, not
Yeah.
just training hard every day.
Yeah, sure.
I was trying to, find a way to have good people around me.
Yeah.
I compete Brazilian nationals, and I did it so well at Brazilian nationals.
Yeah, I
I
saw
did up,
that,
won the title. I won the Brazilian nationals title.
Yeah.
Did up win, and I went to Worlds, and I was in a different type of mind. I was like,
Yeah.
this year I'm not gonna lose to anybody
Yeah.
because, I did things different that I used to do before.
Yeah. You had confidence.
Yeah, I had a more confidence, and at the same time, I was no more myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I know when I'm nervous, I know when I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I started talking to myself a lot,
Yeah.
and I remember the day that I wake up in the morning, dropped down to rooster,
Yeah.
and I knew that I was supposed to compete
Yeah.
on the same day.
Yeah.
And I told my professor, I told myself, I was like, the first day will be tough, but if I
Yeah.
pass to
Yeah.
the second day,
Yeah.
I'll be better because
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
can
more
get
strong.
hydrated.
Yeah, I'll be hydrated. I'll eat more.
Yeah.
I remember that, and I didn't compete. I didn't just drink like water, something like that. I went to compete and I did well in the first round.
Uh-huh.
The second round I did well as well. And the second day I was like, what, now I have time to be more strong and eat. And
Yeah.
I ate a lot and I drink a lot of water. I did simulate everything before the competition.
Yeah.
And I was believing myself a lot. I was like, no way that I'm gonna, lose this title this year. I did everything well,
Yeah.
no injuries.
Yeah.
I was super happy with my performance.
Yeah.
Not because of the competition, but my performance during the training
Yeah.
and during my preparation for the tournament. And I feel like if you believe yourself, if you do things well, if you believe your professor, nobody can stop you.
Yeah.
And the toughest opponent,
Yeah.
it's you against you. My
yeah,
toughest
that's
opponent,
very
it's me against me.
Yeah.
If I can't beat myself,
Yeah.
nobody will just
Yeah.
stop me, right?
Yeah.
And I was super happy that I conquered the world title.
Yeah.
But you know, that is more important. It's really good to be a world champion.
Yeah.
Of course. It's amazing.
Sure.
And once you become a world champion, you see jiu-jitsu in a different way.
Yeah.
Now I can see a lot of things in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is the confidence, how to do things, right? Once you're confident, it's hard to stop you,
Yeah.
right? I wanna transmit this energy for people who love you.
We got that today. We got that today.
Every time when I go train, when I go teach, I do my best to transmit and I think the energy is really important.
Yeah.
If you feel a good energy,
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing. And
Yeah.
you know, I just want to thank you for all the people who supported me, who trust me.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you, man.
it's not easy, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like do easy things. I like tough things, tough
Yeah.
this, tough training,
Yeah.
because it can make you better.
Sure. Thank you.